A new year's coming and conference play is coming too. The Tiger Basketball Report, brought to you by the Green Turtle, starts now. Welcome to another edition of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. We are live from the Green Turtle here this afternoon. And Coach, CAA play starts Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock, CQ Arena, and you take on Northeastern, a team that year in and year out always finds themselves near the top of the CAA standings.
Yeah, I mean, certainly they won the conference tournament last year and went to the big dance. Billy Cohn does a terrific job. It'll be a hard-fought game. There's no question about that. They always play a good non-conference schedule. The kid Jordan Rowland is second in the country in scoring. I mean, think about that. There's about 4,300 players. He's second in the country in scoring, and they're sixth in the country in making threes. So it's going to present a lot of challenges to our defense. They have a terrific freshman point guard and Tyson Walker. And veteran guys that are, Bolden Brace, been an all-conference guy back.
He's been around for like 8 years, hasn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, we'll be happy to see him go, But, yeah, they're really good. And, there's no easy nights in our league. We know that. And Saturday will be no different.
Rowland averaging 22.5 points a ball game. And he was kind of a role player where all of a sudden now, as you mentioned, second in the country in scoring. Did you see that coming? You think Bill Cohn saw that coming?
I wish no one saw it coming. He's a deep, quick trigger, three-point shooter. He gets it off. I think his driving game's gotten better. He's clearly the guy. I mean, they complement him. The kid Walker's a good point guard. Brace can shoot it, and they've got other.
And Rowland shoots 93% from the foul line too.
They're actually one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country. So that's another thing. You don't want to put him on the foul line. He's just playing at a really high level. Anytime a guy is getting that amount of points, I mean, you're obviously concerned about him. And, like I told you, this team are really concerned about their ability to shoot the ball from three. Not a lot of teams in the country statistically are shooting the ball great from three. They're one of the few that's shooting it at an abnormally high percentage. Well,
then you face one of the highest scoring teams in the country coming in Monday at CQ Arena at Hofstra. They're averaging 77.5 points a game. Coach Mihalik always has somebody that can light it up, and this year he's got 4 guys averaging double digits, including Eli Pemberton, who's kind of taken over that team here in his senior year.
Yeah, he's a really good player, been an all-conference guy. I mean, Pemberton and Bowie, both all-conference players, and Ray and Coburn are guys that both played a ton of minutes last year. So they're a team, obviously, and they got a new guy in the center spot, and Isaac Conte from Georgia. So, a little bit like Northeast, they might not play a lot of guys, but the main group has experience and talent, and they won at UCLA, so that's a heck of a non-conference win. We know they're going to play all zone against us and get tough kids from New York, but Joe's done such a good job up there that you just know they're really, really hard to stop on offense.
And they're a team that's coming in. They've won their last 3 ball games. They're 9-4. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen on Saturday, but they do have a 3-game winning streak going into conference play. So you expect to see 2 completely different types of defenses in Northeastern and in Hofstra.
Yeah, I mean, Northeastern's primarily been man-to-man. Now, in the past, they've played us some zone, so we'll be prepared for that. Hofstra, we know, will play all zone against us, some soft pressure. Northeastern will change some ball screen coverage, and they've got a good defensive guy they'll try to put on fobs, I'm sure. And, we'll be ready prepared for a couple of things that we'll see. I think for us, it'll start with our ability against both teams to really get back in transition and guard the three-point line. and then can we continue to run or get better offensively, whether that's in our motion game or our driving, our post up, and then you started to see, I think, the last 4 games for us, some of our prowess on the backboards, and that's something that has to be a factor. We're not rebounding at a higher level as we normally have. We're still rebounding better than teams in our league, but now we got to really take that up another notch.
And 3 days before conference play starts, you have Christmas, so you have to deal with that. Also, how do you deal with that heading into conference play?
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, obviously, our guys were home 22, 23, 24, and we opted to let them stay home on Christmas. We would practice twice on the 26th, twice on the 27th, and then get back into games. I don't think it's going to kill us conditioning-wise. But, these guys, it is conference game. It's huge. I just don't love the idea of practice.
And you got 4 of them in 8 days.
Yeah,
that's the other thing.
It is. And then, we'll have to get our legs back quickly. But it's also that there's a tough piece to having your guys travel and practice on Christmas. That,
right.
Sometimes as a coach, you're not their favorite anyhow. That's certainly not going to help make you the favorite of anybody when you do that.
Right, exactly. The moms would love you.
Moms, grandmothers, dogs, you name it, they ain't going to love you.
So the Tigers will take on Northeastern 2 o'clock on Saturday, and Monday 2 o'clock against Hofstra. So a rare weekday afternoon game. So for the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Tiger Basketball Report. And as always, go Tigers.